Welcome and congratulations and salutations and gratitudes and wishes for the wonderful nine qualified individual you all. The Viragi, the Sevaka, the Dharma Premi, Dharmanishtha Garishtha, the Nirantara Shrota, the Shishya of the Gurus, Bhakta of Bhagavan. How wonderful these qualities, titles, when we have known to us by ourselves in our hearts, not to express or tell outside to anyone, to claim anything, but the joy, the delight, the fulfillment inside gained when these identities we strengthen in us, fulfill them. These shrotas, the jignasu, the mokshu, and in total, relentless adhyatmika sadhaka with all the maturities. Such a beautiful thing, the human life, whether ultimate goal achieved or not. But in the effort itself, there is a satisfaction, there is a fulfillment. All masters expect us to enjoy that. When it is continued, who knows, in one life itself or maybe few lives only, the ultimate reward will be given to us. For this, we need the Nirantara reminder that is gained through Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa. Therefore, through thanks and commitment to study Shastra, let us pray to Shruti Mata. We need continuous answering to our questions, solutions to our problems, clearances to our doubts, consistent encouragement, inspiration, along with making us understand all the time. We stoop to lower levels of misunderstandings, non inspirations. Again, we have to be brought up to the higher understanding, inspiration. Who does it? For us is our own Swaguru, our Acharyas, who have come through the Guru Parampara, which is the expression of Guru Tattva, which is Paramatma alone. So to him, to them are salutations, gratitudes, prayers. Then when these things we have to do continuously, we have to be given all the healthiness, energy of every of our faculties. You know that some people we can see without doing anything also they are so tired, exhausted. Others, 100 things they do, still there is intellectual energy, mental stamina, physical strength, sense organs are still intact. प्राण शक्ति पूरा है अरे कहाँ से आया those devatas are continuously giving them why they have recognized the presence of those devatas and worshipped and making right use of them. Even not recognizing them you may remain as nastika but make right use of them, the given energy powers the divinities will bless. That's why you see nastikas but servants of the world. They also are given all these intellectual, psychological powers, energies, etc. So we do both. Right using of the given faculties, powers, and continuous prayers to them so that never we are lacking the energy required for our pursuit spiritual. Now we need Paramatma's kindness. He is the only one. Ultimately, he out of his compassion only can remove the obstacles, remove the subtler, finer, all layers, and reveals the truth to us. Please believe this fact. Without His grace, nothing will happen. And when He blesses anything, everything can happen, including the removal of the coverings of delusions, illusions. So, that Ishvara's upasana and prarthana to Him only for this. And He is going on providing these all opportunities of Shastra Adhyanam, Satsanga Shravanam, or then Dhyana Yogyata or Dhyana Kala. He is giving us Ishvara only. This is the way He blesses us for realization. So let us make use of them, facilitate Him, allow Him to remove those covers. It is like from this side, the known given sadhanas we are doing, making it convenient, not only as per convenience, making it convenient that facilitates Him, encourages Him, invokes His grace in removing one by one darknesses, layers, ignorances, or the thresholds to cross toward the ultimate. It happens really. तो जहाँ हम यहाँ सत्संग निरंतर कर रहे हैं, भगवान अपने तरह से कोई कोई लेयर्स को उठा ही रहे हैं, थोड़ा आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं हमको. The more intense we do, the more clarities He gives. Finally, just makes us go beyond upadhis, gives that glimpse of experience. Then tells us this is what it is. Did you enjoy it? So wonderful. Now continue seeking it, seeking it. You seek it to the exclusion of everything else, and you will be blessed. Then we are remembering Parabrahman as our goal, Himself alone as again our means. And the means are always saying that I am that, I am that. Like in yesterday's Shiva Bhujanga, the last loka. O Lord, everything has come from you, staying in you, entering into you. Thus, you are everything. Because you are everything, I am also you, because I am a part of that everything. Therefore, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. So, to in the Robo Gita we saw. So, in this way, it's a everyday routine, doing same thing but more deeply, more ardently, more intensely, with more sense of urgency. Then the revelations, blessings start happening. May it happen to us very soon. Now, lucky we are by our choice that we have taken up the study of this one of the great, complete, exhaustive Smriti Grantha Sri Yoga Vasishta Maha Ramayana. Now, this text has a knack of awakening our sleeping intellect and by reminding some things which we know we have forgotten, by completing some understandings which we have got half of them, by bringing us to us the new but most essential understandings, by revealing to us some deeper facts or truths. It sees to it for a serious student that he withdraws or diverts his attention from the binding not self, unreal, whatever you call it as world or worldliness or samsara, towards the liberating, the real, the self, the divinity. Thus, we have to have that relentlessness in our Shraddha Bhakti, expressed as regularity of Shravana, expressed as regularity in the study, expressed as regularity in the Mananam, and whatever is grasped, living up to it, standing for it. When we do that, that transformation, with keeping which in the mind as aim, this text is given, comes to us in our interest. Not for the text, not for the author, not for anyone else, it is for us only. Let us revel in that 14th chapter, 7 8 slokas are there, where the Sharira Jivana Vigarhanam is being done, the life's Vigarhanam done, when it is not used for spiritual unfoldment. And in that variety of limitations, variety of dukkha giving aspects, all of them are put in front of us. The net expected outcome is one, using it as much as it is available for us for Paramatma. Second, more than that, don't do anything in it, don't expect it to extend for anything else. 100 रुपये दिया, पक्का सही काम के लिए 100 यूज करो. यूज 0 करना गलत है, 80 तक यूज करना गलत है, गलत यूज करना भी गलत है. So too, whatever the Veshema Devaitam, Yadayuhu, use it only for God. Don't for Bhoga and don't ask to extend for Bhoga. It only binds. Ask for sadhana. If it is there in Lord's discretion and if he thinks so, he may extend it, which is not known to us. And to some people who are fed up of life or have accomplished in their quicker sadhana, what was to be done, let us say in 80 years, by 50 or 60, Bhagavan himself, with the consent, takes him into the next class. Even those cases also are there. जब extend भी करते भगवान लाइफ स्पैन, जल्दी भी खत्म करते, both in the interest of sadhana, of the sadhaka who thinks he is sadhaka and doing the sadhana. Narayana. Let us try. Om Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Hunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. Om येरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखा वंदे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम. वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कविता वनचारिणः शृण्वन् राम कथा नादं को नयाति परां गतिम्. ओम यद्वाक्यामृतपायिनां प्रतिपदं सत्यं सुधा नीरसा यद्वाक्यार्थविचारणादभिमतः स्वर्गोऽपि कारागृहम्. यद्वाणी विशदात्मपूर्णमनसां तुच्छं जगत्तूलवत् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे. यस्यार्षं प्रथिता जगत्त्रयहिता सा वेदमाता परा. यश्चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान् अन्यत् सिसृक्षुर्जगत्. तं बोधाम्भुनिधिं तपस्वि मुकुटालङ्कार चिन्तामणिं विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्. श्रुत्या ब्रह्मैव रामः प्रकटितमहिमा येन तस्मै वसिष्ठः यः सीतां ब्रह्मविद्यामिव सदसि पुनः सत्यशुद्धां किलादात्. यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगत् आनन्दसन्दोहदोग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः. पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने. यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्. एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेवादि समस्त ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षप्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनमध्ये श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम अथ श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महा रामायण शास्त्रम प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतु क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभोः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम अथ चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः। Friends, what a beautiful is if we with dareness, courage, patience apply our intellects to tune to Rama's way of thinking or understanding the Rama's words is of immense help to us, and such things like the medicine has to be applied till the disease goes away. If the disease is chronic or long one or deeper one, more doses of medication as we need. Our delusions, if they are, or because they are deeply rooted, till the disease of delusions, misunderstandings go away. This Aushadhi medicine of this Jnanam has to be repeatedly applied in our hearts. Please let us know. Just like some diseases won't go with one dose of medicine, need repeated. Our ignorances, delusions also need a repeated study, contemplation of these things. And definitely, if the medicine is pakka, As it removes the roga, so too this jnanam is bakka the davai, definitely removes the roga of all our confusions. Okay, yesterday we saw this 13th mantra, Sri Rama saying in the 14th chapter. You know, they are like Subhashitas, independent slokas, they are part of the topic that is covered in that particular chapter. And the whole chapter is one aspect of Lord Rama's Viveka Vichara, because of which he has got Vairagya, pure Vairagya, matured Vairagya, complete, therefore, he is disinterested in so called normal life by others. This shloka is that way beautiful. We saw yesterday. Bharo avivekinah shastram bharo jnananjaraginah ashantasya manobharah bharo anatmavido vabuhu. So the essence is life should be lived with the lightness, and that lightness comes when you have the light of knowledge and wisdom. So if that is not there, everything in life is bharaha. As sample, four bhara heavinesses loads, crushed under which we feel suffocated and suffering. He is giving us. In the context, he wants to say the fourth one. But to come to that point, he gives three examples before that. First one is Bharaha Avivekinaha Shastram. So for a person who is not a Viveki, cannot go deeper in the analysis of the Shastra, understand its applicability, utility, etc. For them, the heaviness the Shastra is, it is tough heaviness to him, it is an effort to him, it's a giver of even pain also. भार भी है, वजनदार भी है, परिश्रम भी है और दुख भी है. Such people, when you bring them to the class, every moment is a naraka for them. Like class, take them to any upasana or puja, any bhajan sandhya ले जाओ, उनसे होगा ही नहीं. There is no viveka in them for the nitya or evolutionary and evolutionary purpose of life, non-purpose. This viveka is not there. They are only totally 100% worldly. To be in the world, this viveka is not required. Worldly viveka, we may have whom to cheat or how to develop money or how to get this or that work done. That smartness, that lokika prajna can be there. But if he has no viveka of these sorts, what for the life has to be lived, what are the higher things in life, standard of living is not important, standard of life is important. If these vivekas, those who don't have, for them the Shastra is bhara. Isn't it? And therefore, people go for convenient spiritualities, even spiritualities also. बस कुछ करने का, सोचने का, विवेक करने की जरूरत नहीं. सुनो राम कथा और थोड़ा रो लो राम जी के साथ खुद भी, ये और वो कहानी में, और ये भजन सुन लो. दे आर हैप्पी विद इट. एंड टेल देम ये रीजन नहीं स्वामी जी मुझे भजन मजा आता है, उपासना मजा आता है. So they don't have viveka. No, you can't pull them to sit 1 hour and listen to Shastra. It is a bharam. It is a load. It is a pain. It is a dukkha to them. And they are otherwise active, smart, very dynamic, even at the very old age. दूसरी चीजें कहो वो जंप करके करेंगे वो चीजें. But this one, like that bhara expression. तो अविवेकिनः शास्त्रम भारम. Then ज्ञानंच भारम रागिणः. So for a ragi, kami, in the sense desirous person desire. This jnanam is bharam because in the jnanam, the shastra jnana we are talking. Continuation of the earlier one. So for aviveki, jnanam is bharam. Okay, he has viveka. He might have gained jnana, but if he has got raga inside, means kama krodha inside. For him, this jnanam is bharam because this jnanam tells him to give up the desires for the higher pursuit. But he cannot do. Therefore, that bharam हो जाता है. इसलिए धीरे धीरे he gives up the Shastra Jnana, Ardhayanam, Satsang, etc. And that Jnana load also he unloads. Like anybody else, he will be again back to the jhund of same herd of sheep of worldliness. So for him, the Jnana means Bahar. They talk philosophical. हाँ ये सब ज्ञान बोलने को अच्छा होता है, सुनने को अच्छा होता है, इसमें कोई प्रैक्टिकल नहीं. Even the one who is speaking is all doubtable, questionable. How much he himself is living this knowledge? These may be facts, but how does it help you? You are only justifying your giving up the jnana, taking it as bharam. हो भी सकता होगा, the वक्ता might be not doing or not highly reached or so, but उससे तुमको क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Why do you use that example? But they talk like that because they have राग काम क्रोध अंदर ज्यादा है, इसलिए वो ज्ञान भार होता है. Because they are opposite to each other. एक ज्ञानी cannot be काम क्रोधवान. A काम क्रोधी feels the jnana is not required. Ragi, like Dhritarashtra, has so much raga for his son Duryodhana. Any gurus come and give him jnana, he will not listen. Duryodhana also has got raga for Rajyam. Tell him also any amount of jnana, it is a bharam to him. And Ravanasura, his raga, kama, krodha, any number of viveshanas tell him the jnanam bharam for him. So, see how Bhagavan Rama is hinting us कि studying Shastram, gaining the Jnanam is so important for life, but for them, the Viveka and Kamadi are the Vignas. They don't allow the Shastra, Dhenam, Jnanam to enter into your life. They make you feel these two as Bhara. Therefore, remove them. That is the hint given. That inherent subtle hints given, guidance given, direction given, you have to accept. So Rama again from his side is saying, for me I have no viveka, I have full viveka. Therefore you can tell me Shastra, it is not Bhara to me. And already I have proved to you, no raga to me of anything in the world, for jnana I easily receive. I enjoy that, it is not a Bhara to me. तो अपने बारे में वो इनडायरेक्टली बता रहे वहां कि मैं लायक हूँ फॉर द ज्ञान. दैट वे कंटेक्स्ट में क्या है वो भी पढ़ना, what is applicable to Rama Vipanna, what is to be learned for us, that also. Third one is Ashantasya Manobharam. Again, the one who has not learned the art of quietening the mind through yoga sadhana of samyama and employed bhumishu vinyogaha. For him, disturbed, restless fellow, his mind itself is so bharam to him that he can't jello it. He either wants to sleep or take for some drinks or the drugs or to escape the mind. He indulges in some or the other distracting things. Ashantasya Manobharam is most important thing for us. मन को शम नहीं करा, कंट्रोल नहीं किया with respect to desha kala vastu, brought under our control. Learn the art of employing it in the good, positive, helpful fields. That's for that person, that mana is bhara. This point in Gita, Krishna says the other way. Same thing in different way. Anatmanastu shatrutve varteta atma eva shatruvat. Atma eva hi atmano bandhu. Your own mind is your own bandhu. Atma eva atmanah shatruhu. Your own mind is your enemy. Which atma or mind is friend? Bandhu atma atmanah tasya yena eva atma atmanah jitaha. That one by one through various sadhanas has conquered, control his own mind. Such mind is friend to him. Then anatmanahatu, who is not controlled, shatrutve varteta atma eva. What is said as shatrutva there, called as bhara here, because shatru is always bhara. So ashantasya mano bhara. So we have to understand the mind, its basic nature. Every mind, our mind, its nature, and in that, what are the negativities? Then how those negativities to be replaced by positive, and how we have to learn the art of all the time minding and managing and mastering the mind. Then the mind is not a bahara; it's a beautiful asset. With that mind, you can write a poetry. You can love someone, you can study Shastra, you can be devoted to the God, you can serve the Guru, you can be the contemplative person, You can conceive any of the nobler ideas serving the society. अब देखो जिनका मन अपने अधीन में है, any field he selects, he'll be a great person of help their asset there. Otherwise, अशांतस्य mind को इधर उधर तिधर विधर कराया and filled in it so much of restlessness rajoguna, negativities rajoguna, and laziness etc. tamaguna, and zero of satoguna, that becomes such a heavy load. The Ashantamana is equivalent to the uncontrolled children, undisciplined children, untrained children, servants, subordinates. और कहीं उनके बिना रह भी नहीं सकते और उनके साथ भी रह नहीं सकते. ये कैसा होता है कोई कोई लोगों का जिंदगी. दे हैव डिजर्व्ड सच टाइप ऑफ चिल्ड्रन. बस तबाह करते हैं. दे वोंट टेल आउटसाइड एंड अंदर सो मच दे बिकम दुखी दैट दोज पेरेंट्स विल नेवर नो वी हैव गुड डिसेंट चिल्ड्रन. बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस देयर अर्लियर पुण्य. उनको नहीं आता समझ में पता. Like the problem of blindness और ऑडिशन प्रॉब्लम और दांत का दर्द उन्हीं को होता है जिनको होता है उन्हीं को पता है. The other one who has gone through it, the one who never had these three, he never knows the pain in it. So to the parents with good children, they don't know this type of thing, but the parents dukkha. Like that is again Manaha Venashanta is Bhara. And remember, our mind becomes Ashanta when we take it in unwanted fields. Don't take it, no. Be strict, disciplined. स्वधर्माचरण करे, भगवद उपासनाएं करे, शास्त्र श्रवण मनन चिंतन अध्ययन श्रवण करे, गुरु सेवा करे. इसी में रखो मन. What dirt कचरा in that is coming to make it heavy, to make it miserable for us? No. अब इतना कॉमन सेंस नहीं है तो फिर we don't deserve to be happy. We should be miserable, not because of anyone else, but our own mind. अशांत से मनोभार. तो अविवेकी के लिए शास्त्र इज लोड. फॉर ए रागी कामी द नॉलेज इज हेवी लोड. फॉर ए वन हु हैज नॉट लर्न द आर्ट ऑफ क्वाइटनिंग द माइंड, माइंड itself is a load. In the same way, main point is anatma vidaha vapuhu bhara. For the one who has not recognized self, till he recognizes self, as many vapu bodies he is getting in every life. They are all heavy loads only. Vapu means Ayuhu and Ayu in the Sharira. Which of the Sharira is born? And the other Sharira, we have to go through that Bhara. Only in the human life, that Bhara can be transcended by discovering Atma Tattva. That is why. Anatma Vidaha Vapu Bharam. Therefore, become Atma Vita, then no Vapu, no Bhara. Vapu is Sharira. स्थूल शरीर, सूक्ष्म शरीर, कारण, तीनों भार है. तो आत्मज्ञानी बन जाए तो तीनों निकल ही जाएंगे, है ना. आत्मज्ञान पाने से स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण तीनों शरीरों का अवयव न लय हो जाते. दी liability aspect gets dissolved till the prarabdha. The स्थूल शरीर is there, to maintain it सूक्ष्म will be there. Karana of ajnana, karana vasana is gone with the atma vidya. But till that atma vidya is gained anubhava rupena, dhyana sadhana, for the data collection, for that contemplation inquiry, for that continuously being in the class and studying shastra, they are required. नहीं तो क्या है, the mind forgets. Senses take the mind intellect to the world also pulls us. देखो बच्चे का पढ़ने को बैठा, लेकिन मन भी कहते जाके खेलते. उतने में the friend also comes and says, अरे आ जाओ खेलेंगे. And this fellow leaves the study. Like that every day he does. They were never scores in exams. So too in the exam of life, in spirituality, we don't score because we have our equipments like this. That is natural. Therefore, committed way, we have to do all these for Atma Vidya Anubhuti Prapti, so that the Vapu, the life is not anymore Vahara. It is so light, beautiful, that is used for guiding others, blessing others, serving others, helping others. Bar it takes the Vapu and comes. There are some Mahatmas, Jivan Mukta, from thousands of years. Again and again they are taking Sharira and guiding the Jivas for moksha. नहीं देखते वो लोग, कोई कोई हजारों जन्म जानबूझ कर ले चुके, गाइड करते गए, उनको आ रहा है उस तरह का आनंद, अदर देन द ब्रह्मानंद, अदर देन बोनस इन सर्विंग द पीपल, दे पूछ पूछ के भगवान से. लेकिन इन ऑफ द फील्ड्स डिपार्टमेंट्स, among the group of volunteers or servants, 80% are lazy, 10% 5% escapist. एक दो होते हैं कि बार बार करके काम फिर से मांगते हैं और बताओ I'm ready to. There are some Jivan Muktas for them. The Vapu is not Bharam. Any number of Vapus. But in that particular Vapu, it's now talking about you and I. When we become Atmavetta, there's no more the life, the body, etc. are any load. This is the essence of the 14th mantra, 13th mantra. Now come to the 14. Rupa Mayuro Mano Buddhi Ahankara Tathehitam Bharo Bharadharaseva Sarvam Dukkhaya Durdhiyaha. You know, Durdhiyaha. The one whose buddhi is contaminated, infected, misused. That buddhi either is not used, rusted, or misused, and not rightly used. That durdhi. For them, the greatest of the assets that are given by the divine also become bharam, like a person who is holding the bhara because of his own intellect's unpreparedness. But if he is not durdhiyaha, if he is sudhiyaha, if he is matured in the intellect, then all these blessings he will be grabbing with both hands, makes best use of them. Even Sudhi ke liye na, even the most adverse situation also, he converts it into his own blessings for himself. You know, in all adversities, there is a secret treasure of blessings hidden. A Sudhi will invoke them. A Durdhiyaha, even in the blessings, they see the curse. So Arjuna was Sudhi. Partho Vatsaha Sudhi Bhokta. Why? Because even the terrible war, he became Viragi. He found the Guru in Krishna. He found disciple in himself. He asked, surrendered, and went on listening. Even in the Yuddha Kshetra, he got the best of knowledge of essence of all Upanishads in one go. Sudhiya. You know, in Tapon Shatkam also, Satyasya Satyaha Sudhyaiva Gamyaha. So we have to be Sudhihi. Then all these great assets will be useful to us, not Bhara. If you are Durdhi, misguided, immature. For them, these are all Bhara, like TV. Satsang, beautiful going on. Bhajans are there. Very beautiful Niti Vakya Kathas are there. Adhyatmic movies are there. But for a Durdhi, they are all Bhara. So he will go for some other things which his buddhi likes. But Sudhiyon ke liye, that old people, some of them, so happy 24 घंटे sitting in front of TV without troubling anyone, going on watching one of the other, those spiritual TV serials or any program. They are really wonderful things. लगे रहते मेरा खाना का टाइम है 8 से 9 बजे, रामा का टाइम है इतने बजे और शिव जी का है. They are Sudhi. Therefore, for them, the TV is not Bharam or that particular spiritual program. In the same way, Bharaha Bharadarasya Iva and Sarvam Dukkhaya also. Everything becomes a cause of dukkha for him, for that Durtiya. What are those 4 5 things? One is Rupam. Rupa means the body's health, beauty, strength in it, all of that's called Rupam. If he is a Durdhiyaha, he will misuse it and he makes it a liability to himself. शुद्धि है तो दैट रूपम को सही यूज करेगा. स्ट्रेंथ व्हाट इट मींस इज रूपम इज बॉडी, ह्यूमन लाइफ, लेट अस से. सेकंड इज व्हाट आयु. In that sharira, the longevity and the ayu. For a durdhiya, it is a again bhara, because such a beautiful life, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, when he is wrongly using, that's going to bring him a lot of calamity. Therefore, it has become bhara. He doesn't know how to use. लाइक यू नो, जिसको दिमाग नहीं है उसको 1 करोड़ रुपया दिया तो भारम होता है. हाउ टू व्हाट टू डू, डजंट नो. Very confused. Thank God Lord doesn't give us these things many. Lot of people to follow, lot of money. क्योंकि करे क्या उनसे? Lot of मित्र, lot of बंधु, कोई नहीं हमको. Good that we don't know how to balance, how to manage. तो रूपम is a bharam for durdhyah. Ayuhu is a bharam. Third one is manaha. Mana is bharam already said for a durdhyah. Otherwise, such a beautiful equipment it is. Buddhi bharam. These are all great, great. Rupa means Annamaya Kosha. Ayu means Pranamaya Kosha. Mano means Manamaya Kosha. Buddhi is Vijnanamaya Kosha. पंचकोश के भाषा में देखे तो दिस भार पर दुर्दिया for Sudhi is useful. Buddhi intellect. The last one is fourth one is ahankara. Ahankara and ihita means variety of abilities to work, etc. And abilities, talents which are there in us, the sankalpas, the wants, or the great undertakings taken by oneself, suggested by others. They are all bharam to Durdiha. But a Sudhi himself conceives and does so many things, asks others and learns from them. Even they also give this and the target, they go on doing. Like when I give an idea of do this, तो हाँ मुझे उसके लिए टाइम नहीं है और वो मेरे पास किताब नहीं है और मेरे से नहीं हो सकता या मैं और दूसरी बहुत कर रहा हूँ. The most disturbing thing is that one too, is Swami. When he gives something to do Parayana, the other fellow says मैं दूसरा कर रहा हूँ ना. Then he realizes mistake. This stupid is not. So having that faith even to ask that why I have to do this, I am doing this also. Should I add this also? बिना पूछे मुंह तोड़ बोल देते मुंह पे मैं दूसरा कर रहा हूँ. No, that's most disturbing. And that's why gurus don't give suggestions or anything. Today I tried to give somebody an idea. They wanted, but I am doing other things. I said, why I wasted my time and energy in advising this disobedient fellow? टाइम वेस्ट किया मैंने. अरे क्लास में हूँ मैं, बोलो. చెప్పు. ఎంత 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 హలో. నువ్వు ఇంటికి తీసుకురా, రాత్రికి చెప్తాను, నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నా. క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను నేను, ఇంటికి తీసుకురా తర్వాత చెప్తాను. ఎంత ఎంత చాలా ఎక్కువ చెప్తు ఎక్కువ చెప్తున్నావు అమ్మా, తగ్గించు. సరే నేను రేపు వేయిస్తాను, ఇప్పుడు లేదు పంపించే, నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. రేపు చూద్దాంలే. Mm. 20 times he called. That's why I had to answer. And nobody is an assistant here. No need also. Mhm. Now, this one, how nice it is. Mhm. Ahankaraha. And then bharam. Rupam, ayur, mano, buddhi. Then ahankaraha, one's own individuality. This aham given to us. How beautiful when it is having proper commitments, self-confidences, that recognition of the given inner and outer resources, and has got beautiful maturity either to think oneself or get guidance from others. This aham can achieve a lot of things for itself, can be an inspiration to others. But for a durdiyaha, it is a bhar. So Rupam, Ayuhu, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, all are the Bhara to him, and that Ihitam also, the Chestas. So I was giving that idea. Ki Durdhiyaha, what a wonderful idea given. Do this one, but not listening. At least inquire. or tell what's your position, isn't it? So nobody will help us when we have our own durdi, wherein neither we do anything from our side, nor we receive advice from others. A peculiar ego individuality when we are left by the God, the Guru, everyone, then suffer. Your own immaturity is durdhiyaha, durbuddhi. Okay, Durdhya means the positive, pure intellect, not biased by any of its inner or outer limitations. Such a buddhi is really not bhara, and that buddhi makes whole life also halka vulka, weightless and lightful. Sri Rama's guidance to us. देखो, Durdhya sarvam bharam. It is both ways. Either it is straight away bharam when the Durdhi is tamoguni. When the Durdhya is Rajoguni, he will make it is Bharam. My own body is Bhara to me. When I excessively indulge in the unwanted things, my own energy Bhara to me because it is not there. Waste. My own mind and Buddhi are Bharam, we have seen in the above shloka already. My own Ahankaram is Bharam because I have done so many negative things. Anywhere go I am insulted, humiliated. Isn't it? And my own Eatam is Bharam because all negative things I am doing. Negative people only I am seeking the advice from. So either already it is bharam, if it is not used because तमोगुण रजोगुण में misuse करने के कारण भारण. These two are called as durdhiyaha, but not for the suddhi. This is what is beautiful. Shloka 14. Now 15 and 16 together. Avishrantamana purnam apadam paramaspadam needam roga vihanganam ayurayasanandrudam. See, Avishranta, Avishrantam, restless, Anapurnam, empty, Apadam Paramaspadam, prone for, abode of various apadas, problems, difficulties. Roga Vyanganam Needam. It is a place for the stay of birds called as diseases. Ayuhu, this Ayuhu, Ayasanam Dridham. Full of only Ayasa, Dukkha is this Ayu, the human life provided, means in case when it is not used for minimum the Punyam, maximum for spiritual unfoldment. You know, this Dridham means sure it is. Surely Ayuhu, Ayasanam. Life is full of Bharam, full of Kashtam. And what are the things? Avishrantam, there is no rest and peace. Anapurnam, there is never a satisfaction or contentment. Abadam Paramaspadam goes on making us do negative things and go through the result of it in the form of dukkha. Then finally, most worst is Roga Vihanganam Needam. Manasika Roga, Avkama Krodha Adi. Sharira Rogas, we know. For that, this is Nida. Nida is the nest. The nest word came from the need. Vihanga are the birds. So for the birds called as diseases, for the diseases called as birds, this the life is like a nest only. Roga vihanganam needam, then ayasanam dridham, this ayuhu. So Rama is seeing one by one people, their durdhiyaha, he is seeing and he is observing their wrong way of life and how many problems they are going through. Now, how opened must be his intellect to observe all that happening and perfectly understand what is happening and finding the fallacies, shortcomings, binding natures, miseries in them. Putting it in front of the Guru. Am I correct or not? If not, correct me. If correct, guide me further. Now, pratyaham khedamutsurjya shanaihi alam anaharatam akhuneva jarachvabhram kalena vinihanyate. देखो, what an example given. Akhuna iva. Akhu is the rat. Chuha. What is chuha? Pratyaham means continuously. Khedamutsrujya, without feeling tired or exhausted. Shanaihi, slowly, slowly. Alam means fully, sufficiently. Then Anaratam, without giving up, without any type of fear. or without any of hesitation, how that rats go on making the holes. आप देखो चूहे को दूर से, उसके 2 पैर जो भी होते साहब कुछ-कुछ करके ना कंटिन्यूअसली इट गोज़ ऑन डिगिंग, 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 डिगिंग। वो कभी का आप रेलवे स्टेशन में जाकर देखो ना, वो इतना बड़ा-बड़ा लंबा सुराख बनाते, मोटे-मोटे तगड़े चूहे। Even nowadays, no, the cementing, concrete basements, little better we are doing. But go to the slum areas of all those sorts, or those places where the constructions are not with this proper material. ऐसी सब जगह पे, or where the ahara is more, the food grains like food, the vegetable markets, grains markets, even hotels. बापरे, these akhus, these rats, continuously, fearlessly, tirelessly, but slowly, steadily working, they go on digging the hole to whatever the extent they need. हाँ, बीच में रोड है, योर हाउस इज दिस साइड, उनका दूसरी तरफ वो दूसरों का घर है, आपके घर से वो उन घर पे और नीचे से रास्ता बनाएगा वो। आई हैड वी हैव सीन इट इन वन ऑफ द प्लेस वेयर आई वाज स्टेइंग, वी हैव टू डू लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, फिल दैट विद सो मच, इतना मट्टी डाली जा रहे थे फिर भी जा रहा था, 5 6 7 बोरियां डाला, then you have to put all the bricks and all and some hot, yeah, कपड़े वपड़े जला के डाल दिया, तब उससे शांति, अदरवाइज एवरीडे इट कम्स एंड ऑल spoils everything. आंखों, this is an example. We're not studying the rat history. Like that, this Ayu goes on. No, nahi, like this, mm, the Kala is the thing which is compared with the rat. The Kala Rupi Yaku is going on digging here means what? Taking away our life, first bringing it to the old age, thereafter it slowly removes and finishes. The other thing about the rat is what? In a room of 10 bori of rice, you send 2 or 3 rats बस, पता क्या होगा ना कुछ महीनों में, every grain they will eat away. How they eat भगवान knows. उनका उतना खाने का होता है. So both ways, the kala makes old, takes away all ability energy, and even gives death also. Kala rupi, without here the example of rat is how it without tiredness, continuously, slowly. तो काल देवता भी बिना कोई थकावट का, बिना रुकावट का, continuously एक एक क्षण ही how he is making us first jara, thereafter taking us away. So अकुनेव जरत शोभ्रम कालेन विनिहन्यते. So the kala will bring the jara, then vinihanyate. एक एक क्षण खा रहा है वो. Already we have started 50 minutes back class. 50 minutes are eaten by the kala, which will never come back again. हो गया. 21st 2nd February over. 1 महीना हो गया, रामलला आ गए. 22nd January 2024. When it was announced 3 years, 2 years back, हम सोच रहे थे कब आएगा. आया, प्राण प्रतिष्ठा is done. Already 1 month is over. 2 months will be over. 1 year will be over. 10 years will be over. Whoever go to mandir, pray to Ram. They are blessed ones. Or from here only. But Kala will not stop. For some, breaking of Rama temple was a witness. They witnessed. For them, it was history. For us, remaking of Ram Mandir is, we have witnessed it. For the future generations, it is history. Now we are born now. और उनको सब हिस्ट्री है, हमारे जन्म से पहले हुआ. But whether it is witnessed or history, what we are doing with it counts. Okay. Then next one. शरीरबिल विश्रान्तैर् विशदाः प्रदायिभिः रोगैरापीयते रौद्रैः व्यालैरिव वनानिलः. देखो what a powerful श्लोक it is. व्यालैः इव वन अनिलः. Anila, the winds. You know, in the vana, the good smell of the forests, maybe of flowers or some other things, they're all taken by these serpents there, if they are big in number, and they, through their own futkara, whatever you call it, they fill that vayu with the visham. Then that vishavayu, if anybody takes, he will die. So how the original plane oxygen is taken, atmosphere is filled with visha by the sarpa in the vana aniluko. There are some places, a packets of the vana, if we go there, suffocated only because of the lack of oxygen and full of poison. So here when one example is given, serpent, any such type of the poisonous, poison emitting any of those animals. उनको ऐड करना. तो example is व्यालैरिव वनानिलः, रौद्रैः व्यालैः वनानिलः. So big, terrible, big pythons, poisonous snakes, as they do spoil the atmosphere. In the same way, what is the serpents compared in our life with rogaihi, the diseases. And as the oxygen is taken by those serpents, these rogas take our own life, vayu को, प्राणवायु को हरण करते हैं. शरीर बिल विश्रांति. So in the bila called the sharira, like the serpents are in the bila, शरीर के अंग प्रत्यंग में रहने वाले इस सर्परूपी रोग, शरीर बिल विश्रांत ही, these diseases, visha daha pradayi, continuously visha, those rogas are, poisoning the body, infecting the body, etc. Then daha, they are burning the body, giving the pain, dukkha. Pradayi, givers of visha and givers of daha, poisoning and burning the body parts. The roga named serpents are drinking away the vayu of our prana, life. And it is lot to discuss here, but I am leaving it for your own homework and discussion. Like how many of our months, days, go wasted in only in the rogas. कभी कभी 6 दिन 10 दिन एक महीना, not only we don't do anything to others, also do sadhana, we make others serve us. So here what is said, one side the whole human life is wasted, waste, if Paramatma is not known. That topic remains intact in and through discussion, even in the subsequent topics also. Second is what? Therefore, live such a noble life where you don't have unnecessary sharira roga ityadi, so that you don't suffer and suffer and suffer and die. You remain at least healthy and use it. And the deeper consequential understanding is what? When life is not lived for Paramatma, Parama Purushartha, when it is lived for Artha and Kama, they being endless, they being creators of Trishna, for the fulfillment of them, inevitably will do the dharma and papa. Because of that, we get Sharira with the Roga like the serpents. Other than being spiritual, no way even to avoid this, because this is are the prarabdha. Prarabdha because of what Purushartha we have done. For the positive Purushartha, disease तो नहीं होगा, नेगेटिव के लिए होगा. What's negative? Other mind, why you do them? Because of excessive kamana, bhoga, desire, etc. Why they are all overpowering us? Because we have not chosen Paramatma as goal and decided ourselves to have seekers and involved in only sadhana. ये जो नहीं करते हैं, तो we are inevitably creating such prarabdha which gives roga. Some punyatmas are there, long life they live without much diseases, light wala, 100 years. You know, when you see that Mr. Tata's, that 90 years man, बिना डंडे का ही go walking करते हो. It's And so many, every day we are listening news of one person of 95, 98 who served the country for a long time, old age he left now. कुछ होते कुछ लोग आफ्टर 70, सबको आफ्टर 60, और सम आफ्टर 50, कुछ को 40 से ही बीमारियां शुरू, बेचारे. Lot of things come. Male, female, anybody, any type of things come. प्रारब्ध पुण्य पाप कर्म किया, वो डोंट हैव एनी डाउट. वहां पर गया तो रोग के रूप में पीछे पड़ेगा वो डायरेक्टली. बट डोंट टेल अदर्स तुमने वहां कैसे रोग है. यू जस्ट कंसोल फॉर आवर सेक. वे आउट यंग एज ऑफ 30-40 में कोई को अनेक अनेक रोग हो रहे. कोई पैदाइशी समार. For some malnutrition 10-12 years, they get some polios or this. Whatever diseases they are out of Adharma and Papa, Ramji directly didn't mention here. He just gave the statement like the serpents take away the very sacred air of the Vana, so too the serpent of our rogas take away our life. And why rogas come when we inquire? These are the answers. Because Papa, Dharma. Why do we do them? Because we are not spiritual seekers. Therefore, how to wholesale avoid all mistakes and consequent miseries? Become Adhyatmic Sadhak. Not out of any sentiment or any compulsion or force, out of your matured common sense and understanding. This is one. Then comes प्रश्नुवानैरविच्छेदं तुच्छैः अन्तरवासिभिः दुःखैः आवृश्यते क्रूरैः गुणैरिव जरद्रुमः. Again same thing, Mhm. About again diseases only are spoken, physical as well as mental. Here the example again, gunaihi iva jaradrumaha. Like gunahi means what? Like white ants. Such type of jiva, trees when they have become little older. And you might have seen in when you travel in trains and all, with दो शहरों के बीच में कहीं देखो कब्बे सजे. In summer you will see more some trees, very big, very old. From but from the bottom, from the root level, you can see they are getting dried up. When you go near and see, there will be lot of कीड़े मकोड़े, which is from the bottom the tree को खा रहे हैं, and they are making such a strong tree of such a long age, like a powder only. अंदर से खोखला बना देते to the tree. That's why I gave the example of white ants. They do that only when they enter into the wooden things in our houses. From within goes on eating that big tree and it falls only. So is an example. In the same way, the rogas. And how do they do? The very pathetic explanation Rama gave. He might have seen en route so many people somewhere. Prastuvanaihi avichedam tuchaihi antaravasibihi. Tucha means very abominable. Antarvasevi, the inside staying. Prasnuvanaihi, the outer oozing things. With each of the disease, different things get oozed out. All the bad things from the body when diseases are there. जो बहुत सर्दी हो जाती है या जुकाम from the नाक इतना बहता है, you know that. When diarrhea something happens or any of the wound happens, from that the pus comes out, the blood comes out. This is the meaning of prasnuvanaihi durant tuchaihi antaravasivihi avichedam continues. The smells come out of the body. Disease वालों का हॉस्पिटल में जाओगे आप ना, इन पेशेंट होते हैं अलग अलग तरह के, एक एक को एक एक तरह का प्रॉब्लम है. Secretions, not the inner physiological secretions for the body management, but the disease prone secretions की बात यहाँ श्री राम जी is saying. So with them prasnuvanaihi tuchaihi antaravasivihi avichedam continuously dukkaihi avrushchate kruraihi, and also with every of them so much of dukkhas continuously come to us. This is all is done by the diseases, the rogas. With the roga is compared Gunaiva Jaradrumaha. Those small little गुणः स्मॉल लिटिल इंसेक्ट्स जरद ध्रुव और बड़े पेड़ को वो कैसे वो नीचे से खाता रहता है खोखला बना. अबाउट द डिसीजेस रामा स्पोक हियर मोर. अगेन पुण्य आत्मा जिसने बहुत पुण्य की, नो डिसीजेस, दे डोंट नो द पेन ऑफ इट, बट दोज हु हैव इट दे ओनली नो. बाप रे. एंड nowadays because of various foods, food is poison now more than the food only. Food borne diseases are more nowadays. And the doctor giving diseases for them to achieve their own targets of different types. करोड़ों करोड़ों कमाना है उनको. तो रोग बंदा मर भी गया तो भी उसको 1 महीने they will put the oxygen and say that he is alive and take money. Otherwise, thousands of corporate worlds, how they are corporate hospitals like a corporate world, how they are managing the whole thing. People remain same in that city, and everybody will not have such a terrible disease of so much money to be paid or suffering. But they do some natak. कुछ भी हो. They may sustain disease, increase disease, add disease, or disease is not there but keep them admitted. Or small problem told as bigger one, or frightened कि आपको ये प्रॉब्लम है, आपको आंख में अभी ऑपरेशन कराओ नहीं तो 3 महीने का आपको आंख नहीं दिखेगा. अब ये बेचारा क्या करेगा. अब करो बस 20,000 लगा दिया, इनको टारगेट अचीव हो गया. एवरीथिंग दांत प्रॉब्लम, वो लाखों रुपए का धंधा दांतों का, लाखों. बाप रे. एवरीथिंग. The life giving should life giving medicine has become the life taking vritti or the profession in today, the whole world. Most horrible. मेडिकल प्रोफेशन से हॉरिबल अब कुछ है ही नहीं. पॉलिटिकल तो चलता ही रहता, अब थोड़ा अच्छे दिन है. सो गवर्नमेंट शुड डू समथिंग फॉर इट, मेक लाइफ इजियर फॉर पीपल. आजकल लोग देहतादात में से थोड़े रोग से इतने दुखी होते हैं. And then you put that patient in the hospital, the attending people, how much they suffer. They have to spend so much, their health also spoiled, mind is disturbed. इतना आजकल ना सबसे ज्यादा निर्दयी डॉक्टर्स ऐसा बोल रहे हैं मेरे को. मैं क्या, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू सी सम ऑफ देम आल्सो. वैद्य वृत्ति, we have to go to medical colleges and teach them and all, and give them good. Let them be for their effort, let them be paid sufficiently by government. Let there not be any greed. Isn't it? Like in army. Army is beautiful. There is paid, no greed. उनको घोटाला करने का चांस ही नहीं. They can't sell their gun, pistol here and there. वहाँ है ही नहीं. They are 24 hours under निगरानी. Pay them fully till they are alive. Whole way. He might have not fired even one bullet, but he did training every day, gave for protection to our nation. So give them good. Say, do same to every profession, that they don't need a thought of greed. And too much greedy somebody, put them. I'm giving you example of diseases, how many types. They are not prarabdha disease. Huh? That is the doctor infused ones. So that is doctor's prarabdha. In next life you will have the danda for that. Then this patient samishti mein aayega, but in every case, for every solution, every problem, only solution is the spiritual knowledge. Anyway, I am not going into that angle. We are left with now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more mantras. I could do only today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mantras. So these 5 when we do, we are done with this. Sarga number 14, 15th we'll do tomorrow. ये 5 पढ़कर, then we'll chant the 15th, if possible 1 or 2 we'll see. तो ऐसा हम धीरे धीरे करेंगे, trying to feel like Rama what he felt and expressed his feelings through these shlokas. And if we are more open to receive this knowledge, more alert, more mean the business, it will be of immense help to us. Always think this thing. So what? Then what? Then what is more important question? Then what means then what should I do? Then what should the changes I should bring in me if this is the case? Quickly go beyond the body identity by discovering the self. ऐसा वाला भाव दिन ब दिन बढ़ना है. Now remember, for those who are coming regular to class, those who are not regular, I can't answer to them. I can't take any no responsibility even to suggest. But for those who are regular, we have taken a different track of spirituality from such a long time. I hope. Therefore, we should not hesitate in taking up total spiritual sadhana as purpose of life. We are not going to lose anything. We are only gainers. In root of the spiritual path only, because we give up so many negative sufferings go away. As a preparation, we do some upasana, punya adi, so the better equipments also will come, only will come. More than these two, this sadhana leading to the siddhi are truths. Many saints have realized it. We will also reach to that. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. आज इतना काफी है. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेम तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. Thank you, friends. We'll spend 10 minutes more today, if required, to conclude our Shiva Bhujanga Prayata Stotram in 5 minutes. We start. Right.